What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out a brand new phone from Doogee called the N100. So this is a phone that you can find for under $200 and for that price we get the MediaTek Helio P23. This is an octa-core CPU, we have a 10,000 mAh battery and the phone also supports wireless charging. We have a 6-inch screen with a 1080p resolution, we have 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of internal storage and much more. And with that being said, why don't we just open this box and check out the phone. So the box is very simple, we basically see the model name here on the front and that's about it. Inside the box we're gonna find the phone itself and it doesn't feel big considering that we have a 10,000 mAh battery. In here we have a fast charger and supposedly you can charge the phone from 0 to 100 in about 3.5 hours. We also have a USB-C to a 3.5mm audio jack and then of course the USB-C cable. And underneath this we have a user manual, we have the SIM card tray removal tool and what could be the warranty card or something like that. Alright, so we'll set this aside and check out the phone itself. To make this video as useful as possible, I'm also going to run the Antutu benchmark, I'm going to show you some pictures, I'm going to show you all the sensors supported. What else? We'll probably check out the fingerprint scanner because there is a fingerprint scanner there and so on. Alright, so let's remove this sticker from the screen first. So this is a 5.99 inches IPS screen that has a 1080p resolution. The sides of the phone here are made out of metal, the buttons are made out of plastic. At the bottom here we have what looks to be like 2 speakers, however I believe that we have 1 speaker and then 1 microphone and the USB-C port. On this side we have metal once again and the SIM card tray. Nothing at the top and that's about it. The back is made out of, well, this is definitely plastic but it's like an imitation of leather, but it's definitely plastic. We have a couple of cameras there, I'm curious to see how those cameras do. Of course we have the fingerprint scanner and the back is not removable and of course the flash. So that's about it for the phone. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn this on, I'm gonna set it up, I'm gonna run some tests on it and then I'll come back so I can share all that with you. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so after about half an hour or so I am back. So first of all the screen looks great, the colors look great. I have a few pictures that I want to show you, they're about here, so I'm just gonna scroll through them. So yes, the screen does look really good, but unfortunately it doesn't get super bright. So if you take the phone outside in direct sunlight, it's gonna be a bit difficult to see. So that is the downside to the screen. The phone also supports NFC, just in case you're wondering. So let me just open the settings app here. So settings, NFC is somewhere around here. So you can technically use Google Pay with this phone if you wanted to. So that's definitely a good thing because most phones around $150 don't have NFC. I've ran the Antutu benchmark and the score is about 109,000 I believe. Yeah, so about 109,000 and that means that you should be able to use pretty much any application from the Google Play Store without any issues. What else did I try? Of course I've checked out the fingerprint scanner and it takes about half a second from the time you press on the fingerprint scanner for the phone to unlock, so pretty decent. So it works good, no problems with the fingerprint scanner and the phone also supports face unlocking. However, I didn't set up the face unlocking, but keep in mind that for face unlocking the phone is using the front-facing camera, so it's not exactly secure. Next, the GPS unit. It takes about 5 to 6 seconds to find your location. Well, it was a bit faster this time, so the GPS unit inside it works great. As for sensors, we have all these sensors here, including a gyroscope. So pretty decent for a phone around $150 once again. I've also checked the bands available. So if we go in here, MediaTek settings, band mode and the SIM one, I have a SIM card inside the device. These are the bands that are available. Let me turn the brightness down a bit. So these are the bands available. So from the looks of it, this phone is not gonna work in the US. So if you're planning to buy this phone in the US, don't bother because you're only gonna get like 2G with it. and you definitely don't want to use 2G. So not that many bands available. I also wanted to show you the speed tests. So from the looks of it, the phone doesn't support dual band Wi-Fi, so the phone only sees my 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band. Now the speeds over that band are okay, but definitely not anything spectacular, and I kind of wish the phone would have supported the 5 GHz Wi-Fi band, but I guess it's too cheap for that. Next, if we open the YouTube app here, I'm going to show you how the speaker sounds. So we have one speaker, only this speaker here works, the other one is definitely a microphone, and we don't have dual speakers. So let me just start this song here. So the speaker is okay, but definitely not the loudest speaker that I've ever heard. As I mentioned earlier, the phone supports wireless charging. Takes a second or so, but it does start charging, so that's good. And for the time that I've used it, so about half an hour, I only lost 2% of the battery. So I expect that the phone will go on for about 10 to 12 hours of screen on time, at least. What else did I check here? Yeah, I installed Facebook. I'm just gonna show you how it is to scroll through Facebook. So it takes a bit to load the app, but after the app loads, it does seem to work okay. So it takes a second or so to load the app, but after that, scrolling up and down does seem to work decent enough. Next, I want to show you how PUBG works on this phone. Because of the score of about 109,000, it should do okay. So let me load that game and I'll be right back. And as you can probably see, the gameplay is decent, but I wouldn't call this anything spectacular. But I guess decent enough for a phone around $150. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Alright, and we're moving on. I've also tried the camera app. So we have a couple of cameras on the back and one camera on the front. Now the picture quality isn't anything mind-blowing. So these are some examples of pictures that I took just in front of the house here. So the picture quality is just average. I mean, I've seen the same thing from a bunch of other phones. As for the video quality, well, the maximum recording resolution is 1080p, but unfortunately the video quality doesn't look that amazing. And of course, this was a recording that I've done with the phone once again, just in front of the house. So the cameras on the front and on the back aren't anything spectacular. So the main thing that you'd buy this phone for is basically the 10,000 mAh battery. So I don't know if you remember, we started the video at about 88%, I believe, or 89%. And now we are at 86% after I played PUBG for about 10 minutes, after I took some pictures and so on. So that's the main reason why you'd actually buy this phone, for the massive 10,000 mAh battery and probably for the NFC chip so you can make payments with the phone. So yeah, I will try to use this phone and see how long that 10,000 mAh battery can go on for. And I will write that down in the video's description whenever I find out. So it may take a day or two to actually manage to bring that to zero. So check the video's description in a couple of days and I will try to write how long you can actually get on one charge. If you do have any questions about this phone, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer that comment. If not, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.